He held every American record between 2,000 and 10,000 meters. His dedication and determination in pursuing his sport left a lasting legacy that is remembered to this day.
This morning, one of America's finest distance runners, Steve Prefontaine, was killed in an automobile accident in Eugene, Oregon. He died a little more than 4 hours after he had run the second fastest 5,000 meters in American history. He was 24 years old.
He is a legend, and here is a man that has been predicted to be a distance running legend. They really appreciate their distance running here in Eugene, and they appreciate Alan Webb, who's always run well at this meet. But is this the year he will finally break through to realize all that great potential we've always talked about?
Well, if you document Webb's career, it's been like a roller coaster. Up one year, down another. He's been back and forth. Great performances and then subpar performances. And so Webb, again, is setting himself up to have a great U.S. Championships in just a couple of weeks, Tom. He was originally scheduled to run the mile here at Pre, but he ran so well last week in New York, beating Bernard Lagat. He has decided to run this 2-mile, kind of an over-distance training, one last shot to get a long-distance run in before those championships.
Couple of rabbits in the field to take them through the early paces, John Jefferson and Bernard Kiptum. And they go out to do their job to set the early pace. Tairiku Bekele of Ethiopia goes into third place behind the two pace setters.
And if that last name sounds familiar, he's got a big brother that's pretty famous, but he's a talented young man, 20 years old. Ran 13:04 last week for 5,000 meters, the fastest time ever run in the United States. So you know he's very fit, and he looks a lot like his brother too.
John Jefferson,
his older brother,
59 run and a quarter mile.
Now, I'm surprised, Tom, to see Alan Webb just a bit back off the pace. When we talked yesterday, he told me that he was going to be in the thick of things, and maybe the reason for that is Walter Murphy, our crack statistician, hands me the first split of 58.66. That's pretty fast. Maybe that's why Webb is so far back. But he told me that he wanted to be up in contact with the rabbits so that once they dropped off, he would be right in the thick of things.
He's in 7th place. The two rabbits continue to lead, Jefferson and Kiptum. And behind that, Bekele of Ethiopia, Barrios of Mexico, Sige of Ethiopia, and Craig Buster Mottram of Australia.
I talked to Buster today, and he was saying that he really feels like this is probably his best event. He won the World Cup event last year at 3,000 meters, and he says sometimes living in Australia, because they have their outdoor season during our indoor season, he feels like he's in competition for 12 months. But one thing he is a competitor, and he just likes to be out there and compete.
Webb has fallen back into 8th position now. The two rabbits continue to show the way, Jefferson and Kiptum, with Bekele, Barrios, Sige, and Mottram.
Webb telling me that he's expecting that mile to be somewhere around 4:03, maybe a little slower, but they want to put themselves in contention to approach that American record time of 8:11:48, which he ran here 2 years ago at the half-mile mark. Tom, they're at 2 minutes, just a little bit over 2 minutes at the half.
Very, very fast.
Exactly.
So in this situation, you have to look at it. You have to run your own race. So the rabbits are going out fast. So if you look at where Webb is, Alan Webb is back in the pack. Perhaps he is right on time. He just looks a little strange because he's so far back in the pack.
He passed his third attempt at 18.25.
He is about 8th or 9th as they continue on, and John Jefferson, the first rabbit, goes to the sideline, and he's done his job. That leaves the pacemaker, Bernard Kiptum of Kenya, showing the way. And we still have Bekele of Ethiopia. Mottram has moved up into 3rd place. Barrios is still there. Sige and Webb still in position as they continue here in the 50 or in the 2-mile event. Still has plenty of time and still biding his time.
3:02 for the 3/4 mile mark, and they are moving pretty quick still. And again, the conditions here are excellent. We have minimal wind blowing on the backstretch, so it's blowing at their back. They get a little bit of wind in the face. But the thing that really lifts these athletes is a knowledgeable crowd. Haywood Field here has really shown itself today. I can't wait for the Olympic trials in 08 because these people are cheering, they're clapping every time the athletes pass by. And that shows that they appreciate and respect the sport.